Celebrities don't get laid as much as you think they do. There, I said it. I get so many comments from guys who say things like, the advice only works if you're good looking or rich. Well, today I'm going to be telling you the whole truth about looks, money, and fame, so that the next time somebody filled with excuses comes to leave a comment like this, we can link him to this video and shut him up once and for all. Looks, money, and fame can get you far, but not as far as you think. They aren't everything, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to blow your mind and explain why. I'm also going to explain how you can steal a concept from psychology and get the same results that looks, fame, and money could bring you without needing any of those things. Yeah, bro, insane, I know. But do you expect anything less from a god like me? Of course not. This is the YouTube channel of God, not some pesky human mortal. The common denominator between looks, fame, and money comes down to a psychological concept known as social value, aka social status or clout. The truth is that looks, money, or fame itself isn't what gets you girls. It's the fact that being rich and being seen as popular or famous is considered desirable by society. It's a social and cognitive shortcut. You see that other people think this person or thing is desirable, so your brain makes the shortcut and thinks, if everyone else thinks this is desirable, I have to think it's desirable too. You gotta remember, bro, humans are social creatures. Since the caveman days, there have been social hierarchies, which is the nerdy term for popularity contests. Back when your caveman ancestors were trying to get laid, the ones who were getting the most action were the ones leading the tribe, the ones who were the most physically fit, and the ones who could protect a woman and their future child. Luckily, we're not living in the caveman days anymore. Now that we're not struggling to survive, modern society has decided that the most desirable guys are the ones who get the most Instagram likes, have the most money, have jawlines that are a perfect 90 degrees. There are two main benefits of high social value. The first benefit is that social value is contagious. Think about it like this. If one of your homies hooked up with Mia Malkova or Summer Rae, they'd be hailed as heroes and statues would be erected in their honor. Yes, I said erected. That's because they hooked up with a girl with insanely high social value, and in doing so, they received part of that social value. Your homie can now say he hooked up with one of the most famous and hottest girls out there. It gives him a boost of social value. This is why clout chasing is a thing. People are looking to suck up some of the social value or clout from someone who's already famous, in the hopes of being associated with them will increase their own clout. Anytime you're trying to date a girl, you want her to feel like dating you is a winning situation for her. She wants to feel like she's gaining something, not like she's losing or giving up something by hooking up with you. The easiest way to make her feel like dating you is a win is to have high social status. I'll break this down more later on. For now, let's move on to the second main benefit of high social value, and that is comfort. I've talked about this before, but in order to make a girl like you, she needs three things from you: trust, comfort, and value. This goes back to her feeling like being with you is a win. Social value builds massive comfort and trust with a girl. Knowing that you're someone accepted by society makes people and girls readily accept you. Girls are always on edge because the world is full of creeps and weirdos, and even if a girl is attracted to you, if she doesn't feel that trust and comfort, then she won't feel comfortable enough to date you. This is why being non-creepy, non-threatening, and making a girl feel comfortable are huge for allowing attraction to turn into action, if you know what I mean. So the higher your social value, the more attracted and comfortable she feels. This is another reason why in school, the popular guy gets laid the most. A guy who's seen as getting a lot of girls is seen as subconsciously safer, because if he was gonna try stealing a girl's organs, he'd probably have done it by now. You catch my drift? If a girl goes home with Drake, she can be pretty comfortable knowing he won't kidnap and kill her. But if it's a random guy she just met, the guard and discomfort goes way up. So the higher your social value, the more attracted and comfortable she'll feel. See what I mean? The comfort that comes with social value is huge, and is just as important as the clout that comes with it. So, how can you use this concept of social value to your advantage if you're not rich, famous, or super good-looking? It's easy. All you have to do is use what I call high-status triggers. We already know that there are certain things that society deems as desirable. Guys with a high status tend to have these things, so if you have them, your status increases because you're basically stealing the clout from these high-status triggers. I know, sounds complicated, but it really isn't. Things like having really good style, being in good shape, confidence, or even just really strong body language and eye contact are all things that increase your perceived value. This works because people of high social value tend to have these things. Most Hollywood actors are super muscular and have crazy good bodies. So if you're in good shape, they'll associate you with the higher value of other people in great shape. You'll also notice that famous people tend to have really good sense of style all the way down to the details. So things like rings, necklaces, and bracelets will all increase your perceived social value. This works really well to your advantage if you know how to use it right. Now, I could go on forever about this, but I wanted to keep it brief before this video gets too long. So, if you want a separate video on building your social value and becoming more high status, then leave a comment and let me know. The most important thing to realize about looks, money, and fame is this. It gives you a head start, but it won't finish the race for you. At the end of the day, you still have to form an actual connection with a girl that makes her feel attracted to you. Look at it this way. If Jason Statham walked up to a girl but he was super unconfident, made no eye contact, and whispered the words, "Hey cutie," to a girl, there's no way he's going to get results. In this case, his social value isn't congruent with his actions and personality. If you're going to look the part, you have to be the part. And that's the most important thing to take away here. Your actions need to be congruent with your social value. Now, there's no way people are going to think Jason Statham is not confident. He knows this, and you should too. Even if a guy has average social value, if he's congruent with that, he'll outcompete a guy with high social value because those actions and personalities don't match. If you want a detailed and in-depth look on how to package and mold yourself in a way that has insane social value so the girls are attracted and comfortable with you from the start, then I highly recommend you check out my course, The God Approach. Inside, you'll learn the conventional skills, phrases, body language, and proven techniques that make everything you say and do appear high value, regardless of what it is. And this is just the start. Social value is just the beginning. You'll need way more than that if you want to consistently attract the hottest girls. You'll learn exactly how to become magnetic around women, specifically those 9s and 10s. When you sign up for the God Approach, you'll learn how to have a conversation with a woman that subconsciously turns her on, how to get into the flow state where your interactions start to run on autopilot and you know exactly what to say and do, when you should make the move, and how to get her to actually pull you in for the kiss. After you go through the course, you'll master attraction so well that you'll make it impossible for her to friend zone you. You'll be going on dates with girls who are so damn gorgeous, people are going to be high-fiving you and giving you the nod of approval that says, "Damn good job, bro, how'd you pull that off?" And you're going to say, "The God Approach from Based Zeus, mofo." Hey, little self-promotion, so sue me. You think the Zeus man doesn't have a stable of great lawyers? This ain't my first rodeo, bro. You see, I believe that teaching you guys this skill set was so important that I even recruited the help of my manager, Benjamin, to go out and do real-life infield breakdowns of him using the techniques I teach in the course in action. Don't you think it's time you stop struggling with women? Isn't it time you start living the life you want and dating the highest quality of women, the type of women that you deserve? 99% of guys struggle with women and end up settling for girls and dating life that doesn't excite them. If you subscribe to my channel, it means you're different. You don't settle for just average. You won't stop until you get the absolute best for yourself, until you create the life of your dreams. Now is the time to take action towards that life. Hey, if you want to sign up for the God Approach and learn my blueprint for dating 9s and 10s, then click the link below and I'll see you in there. Zeus out!